Curious, how often you humans manage to obtain that which you do not want. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to okay, here we go. Hello and welcome to some more Star Trek in Stellaris, New Horizons, and first order of business for the day is, well, I wanted to show you another cool picture, but I might not get the chance to next episode because we might get into a fight with someone, so I want to also share this with you. I wanted to use this initially as the intro picture, but at the same time, I didn't show Starbase 1, so there you go. This, I mean, look at that. That is gorgeous. Now, that is looking like a proper spaceport around, or a space dock around Earth. So, where am I going with this? Yes, NX-01 Enterprise refit. We are going to actually do this time round. It's been a year. So, we need one science ship in orbit. I feel like it's not supposed to be okay. There's a lot of these. So, the Katayan Union, Morale State, Son Command, Subalian Cabal, Lyran Star Empire, Cardassian Union has decided to join. The Zindi Council has decided to join. Very nice of them. At the same time, I feel like the one science ship in orbit here shouldn't be like a random science ship. It should be Enterprise that we, get back to Sol and then upgrade it there. I feel like that's how it should go, even though I think the special research is, or the research project is doable even with a random science ship that you just pull out of nowhere, and I think it'll still upgrade Enterprise. But, let's... I mean, it's, this doesn't make sense, right? It just really doesn't make sense. We have to roleplay this out, and unfortunately it's not a mechanic, but hey, not much we can do about that. Okay. Let's see.
Construction complete.
Ah, right, I'm done over there. I'm back to desperately needing more influence. And I will get more once I've... well, hopefully once I've rivaled the Cardassians, which I still can't do for some reason. Requires terrible relations. Does that mean I have terrible relations with... guess not. So hostile isn't enough. I'm at... I need, like, another 200 down in order to do that. Gradually reduce their opinion of us. Oh, did you say gradually or greatly? Greatly, sorry, not gradually. It's a one-time thing. Well, the opposite of gradually, really. Okay, that's fine. I mean... yeah, that's fine. Denobulan Unity. Welcome the Denobulan people into the United Federation of Planets. Welcome to Nebulans Unity into the United Federation of Planets. Thousands of delegates from across the Nebulans Unity have gathered in the Great Council Hall of Earth to formally sign the Ascension Treaty welcoming Nebula into the Federation. Prime Minister Strullum stands side by side with Prime Minister Yelena Kazakov. Once again, I mean, this Prime Minister has done, or this Prime Minister of ours, Yelena, has done wonders for the Federation. She not only formed it, she got it through two separate crises, She got it through the whatchamacallit, the secession of Mars peacefully, the crisis in Vulcan, the Zindi, the demons, all that was demons, but everything, like, and now, not only that, now she's accepting the first non-core Federation race into the Federation. I mean, this is just, you know, this is just lovely. Welcome to Earth. There we go. Subject specialization started. Yeah, that's going to have to also be a thing. I am curious about this, though. The children of Onlys, an atomic age. Where are they? Because I have them as a protectorate. Ah, they're here, right. Right, they are here, and they have a station. Interesting. I'm going to send the Enterprise over there as soon as it's done refitting. I feel like that's something I could have done earlier, but, you know, never mind. Okay, immediately we're going to start building a Federation embassy in Nebula. And also, now that all of these... Game, please, thank you, allow me to click, thank you. Now that all of these are... oh, interesting. Now that all of these are built, these embassies, I can now work on another building. Except I can't because I don't have the minerals. Sheesh. Okay. Yeah, well, you know what? At least we're using up those minerals. Most of the time I have the, you know, unfortunate problem and situation where I'm not using pretty much any of the minerals. So, yeah, I like this quite a bit. This is good.
Survey complete.
Mostly our construction ships are being lazy about, but that's fine. Don't have exactly a plethora of influence to spend. What am I using most?
Detected.
Ancient capsule, that's cool. Investigated. First contact with... well, something. Okay. And obviously, do have a new planet as well. That's all fine and well and lovely. What I'm interested in mostly, well, there's a few things. First of all, it's these colonies, which are, I would assume, mostly Denobulan. No, Tellarite, Human, and Deltan here. And Dorian here. There appears to be not that many Nebulans in general. How many do we have? We only have one. Wow, okay. So we just mainly took over their space stations and stuff. We didn't take over much else. I mean, that's fine. Just noticing, basically. Okay, why don't you... Again, can't do that. Okay. So here's the question now. Okay, let's do the simpler things first of all. We obviously inherited a metric ton of science stations and God knows what. Sorry, not science stations. Space stations, shipyards, star bases, etc., etc. That I probably want to get rid of. Well, maybe not all of them, but a fair amount, let's say. Okay, I don't need crew quarters here, so we can disassemble that in exchange for something a little bit more useful. Like an orbital hospital? Maybe. Yeah, you know what? I think we could use, if you allow me to, yeah, I think we could use a orbital hospital here. Why not? What I'm most interested in, though, is trade. Or, not trade specifically, but more like trade lanes. Right-click to accept. Oh, right-click to, sorry, accept. Right-click to set a thing, and then it's simply not working. Unfortunate. Okay. What about piracy? How much piracy do we have? Max 2.67, current 2. Current 0.74. So this does need light defense satellite, Picasso class. Question is, does this reduce piracy? It really should, as far as I know. But we can add support craft, right? Not sure how that works. We'll check that out in a bit. Let's go to more pressing matters, so to speak. Does this collect anything remotely useful? No, it doesn't. So I'm afraid this is getting downgraded. We just don't need an anchorage like that. Over here, this is collecting a lot of resources, which means this needs to go to Vega, and then Vega needs to go to Tela Prime, I suppose. I mean, I don't know really how I can convince you to do anything else. Vega is also collecting stuff. It has a shuttle bay to protect its thing. That's good. I like that. Can we make a promenade here or something? Don't have the research for it yet. I can make an orbital hospital, which would be useful. So, yes. Orbital hospital it is. Alright. And then that's not 14 out of 17, that's 13 out of 17. And then there is this one on Sirius. Now this one I don't understand at all. Is it because Ad Leonis is collecting everything? Probably, right? Yeah, 2 jumps away. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, so the one... So the starbase at Sirius is completely unnecessary, unless I'm going to use it for protection. Base protection 2. 5, that's 7. Obviously, the second guard standing over Pajem is going to reduce the piracy there a tiny bit. Well, I suppose that is realistic, right? Who the hell is going to engage in piracy with a whole Andorian battle fleet right there? Okay, but it actually does tell you when you mouse over like this. It's collected. This is collected by the Sirius trade node. would be collected from over here as well. Tell you what we can do in Sirius. We can build a solar... We can build a shuttle bay. And... something like... I don't know if these defense pods actually work and how they're going to contribute, but let's build a shuttle bay and a solar panel network. And I feel like that's going to be enough for there. Over here, this is 3 away, unfortunately, but we are collecting resources from here as well, and we are sending them down this way. Problem being, once again, piracy. Here the current effects are 0, but max piracy is 2, 2.6, base protection is 2. I wonder... I could just install support craft facilities on top of this as is, and then that'll get rid of the piracy for me. Over here, current effect, nothing, but protection is only 2. But we can add 2 more on top of it. Essentially, this is going to cost me energy at a time where I'm losing energy to begin with, but it's not going to be... like, it's not bad that this is happening, so to speak. Because... this is one I probably want to dismantle, right? Yeah, this is one I want to downgrade. Sorry. And then this... I mean, this is working on its own, so, like... who am I to tell it otherwise? Fine. I'm really hoping that I'm not losing because there's this trade value, because it's saying it's connected, but maybe it can go to Teleprime, and maybe it doesn't have to go all the way back to Sol because of the decentralized nature of Starfleet, and that you know that's fine because they're a member world or whatever, and it's getting pooled into mutual resources or something. I'm hoping, like, I'm giving a lore explanation to something. Agent capsule, okay, grapple it in. The USS Rise chief engineer successfully modified the capsule's orbit with the grappler. And the Kreutz leads an away team. Again, the Kreutz. Like, see, we're forming a relationship with these people already, with these captains and everything. I'm a big fan of that. Big fan of that. Let me just pull this up on the other monitor. Okay. Awake capsule occupants. After cryogenic chambers, one of the occupants appears to have been a talented administrator prior to being stored and offered services to the United Federation of Planets. Okay, lovely. Let's get this sector set up as well, because now we're going to have a few planets over here. And there's the administrator, right, that we got. Alright, cool. There you go. I think we're done with the minor mandate fulfilled. Didn't we already do that? Mind you, I'm not going to complain, because, well, I just got free stuff. Why would I complain about that? But, yeah. Fine. We do have a kind of just over there. Okay, good. I think that's it as far as stations are concerned. I don't see myself needing much more than this. Yeah, over here, right? Nothing to collect, and it's utterly useless. Okay. Well, at least I found it. So, like I said, I was saying previously, I'm gonna cost. This is gonna cost energy. What I'm just doing, like securing trade lanes against piracy, but at the same time, like, It's the most Federation thing to do. They wouldn't let rampant piracy just ravage the trade lanes because it's too expensive to protect the aforementioned trade lanes. But even beyond that, the sort of ever so slightly more important issue here is not economy immediately, but future-proofing. Because you see, what I'm doing right now is I am future-proofing everything. It sounds silly, but I am. I'm future-proofing trade lanes both currently in use and later down the line when we integrate more species into the Federation. Their trade lanes that they have might, although we've seen with Nebula that that's not the case, but later some of them might actually want to, connect up to those already existing trade lanes that we've set up, like over here, for example, and that's gonna, further only help us deal with the problem of piracy there, so, yeah. Plus, just because the effects of piracy currently on those systems aren't great, doesn't mean that they won't increase in a year or 2 or 10 or whatever, where they might actually be a problem, so... We're paying for peace of mind, effectively. I mean, like long story short, we're paying for peace of mind, and I'm okay with that. Can't believe I'm going to say this, but I actually need to buy some minerals. Fortunately, though, they're not expensive, because I've already sold heaps of them. As far as everything else is concerned, I'm going to keep a big stockpile of resources in case I need them for something in the future. But now it's time to cycle through all of these planets and see what we want to build. Let's get a frontier hospital here. I think food and energy, right? So hydroponics, field, fusion reactor later, though, not right now. Over here we can get a fusion reactor immediately. And that's more or less all she wrote, I'm afraid. No, we can make one more building, okay. Give me a... You know what? Since we are struggling with the minerals a tiny touch... District cost, building cost, but food from jobs plus 10. Yeah, we're gonna have to go with food here. I mean, it's that kind of planet, right? But then over here, maybe a mining network or something. Mind you, not right now. Probably in a little bit.
Technology discovered.
The Orion Trade Union is now claiming our territories. We're not making many friends, certainly, with... Well, that's not true. We're the Federation. We're making the most amount of friends anyone's ever made. But at the same time, we're not making all... We're not all friends with everyone, right? That's kind of the point and the problem. We have friends, that's not the issue. It's just that we've also made... fair few enemies. And yeah. Okay, Empire trade value increases, or I can start going with Federation. Ships of the line, that's something that you gradually pick up one at a time, right? I haven't unlocked that. Discovery we're done with. Now we have Federation and Diplomacy. Diplomacy will give me trade value. Border friction, not important. Federation naval capacity is redundant. Secure shipping. Improves trade protection by 5. That actually could have saved... I don't understand. Do I already have this? I don't. I have Bureau of Interplanetary Treaties. So why then can I not get secure shipping? 8,723. 8,723. Do I need to get this first? At no point has that been... Huh. Why is it grayed out? Because I have this. Like, why would I not be able to... like, this leads to this and that. It doesn't... I'm very confused as to why I cannot get secure shipping. I would really like secure shipping. I guess not. I don't know. Okay, this might be an issue for the future, in that I might not be able to complete diplomacy. Which, to be fair, isn't the worst thing ever. All it does is increases the trust cap. And the obvious ascension perk, but we'll get plenty of those. Okay, I think now that I actually have the Federation... Reduce the cost of bringing new civilizations into the Federation by 75%. Ambassadors working at Embassy Complex has now increased administrative capacity by 5. That's good. That's good. Administrative capacity is real good. Or is it? You know what? I don't actually think it is, because it doesn't reduce empire size, does it? Certainly doesn't look like it, and I don't see a cap on administrative efficiency anymore, or a mechanic really for administrative efficiency anywhere, so that seems kind of useless. I think the best thing I can do is cultural exchange, which will reduce the cost of bringing new civilizations into the fold by 75%. I think that is probably the single best thing I can get for the Federation, both short and long term. So I apologize for the lengthy, like, what was it, 7 or 8 minute wait at a still screen with text in front of it, but I really feel like that was an important decision, and we're gonna have to have another one of those waits next time I need to pick up another tree, or another branch rather. But yeah. Okay, so the NX-01 Enterprise refit. The Enterprise has entered orbit of Earth, while the refit will take several months and a great deal of resources. The Starfleet Corps of Engineers are keen to assure that the benefits outweigh the costs. Requires 500 minerals. There you go. There's your 500 minerals. And you can sell some of this deuterium. You really don't need it that much. Okay. Warning, the fleet-containing Enterprise will not be able to leave orbit until the refit is completed. It is recommended to remove all other ships from the fleet. I feel like this is one of those things where this has been left from previous versions of the game, where the Enterprise wasn't a science ship, or rather wasn't a civilian ship. Because the Enterprise is technically a civilian ship, even though it has weapons. It's a civilian ship with weapons. Many, many weapons, but weapons. You know, many or few doesn't matter. The point is, weapons. So, yeah, like, it's telling me to remove it from a fleet, but civilian ships can't be in fleets. Weird. Begin the refit. Certainly begin the refit. That's all that matters, really. Okay. Do I want to... Well, first let's get this done. But now, do I want to... Decisions, right? Captain Malcolm Reed!
Survey complete.
has been selected for Admiralty. I would have expected Reed to be selected for the position of General. Not for the position of Admiralty. Yeah, Malcolm Reed. Heroic Admiral, Logician. The survey speed plus 30 is... I guess that's in case you roll for him to be a scientist. Because I'm pretty sure I can't recruit him as a scientist. So unpause this and check. Yeah, can't recruit him as a scientist. Oh well. Sorry, Reed, you will not be getting your own command, because, I know how to tell you, we can't exactly afford to keep 3 fleets flying about. At least not yet. Maybe in the future, but not right now. The Temerians have expanded significantly. Quite significantly, actually. Okay, the Enterprise is done with its refit. That was incredibly quick. After 3 months in dry dock, the Enterprise has been equipped with the best systems and technologies the United Federation of Planets can provide. Most of her systems are prototypes that remain unavailable to the rest of the fleet for now.
Technology discovered.
Okay, lovely. Ship class retired. The Sarajevo class carrier has been marked for retirement. While Sarajevo class vessels have served the fleet well for many years, the cost of maintaining the class has become prohibitive as newer designs have entered production. Long-range explorer prototype. Prime Minister Yelena Kazakov. My name is Joshua Coffey. Kafifi. Okay. And I've been leading the design team aboard the new Heavy Explorer Columbia-class refit prototype. The lessons we have learned here can be applied to all existing and future Explorer archetype ships. I'm pleased to announce the prototype is complete and offers us a number of potential applications to pursue which could change the unique way our ships are produced. Please let us know which of these you want, essentially. Reinforced hull, reduced material cost, streamlined production. I think I know what I'm going to go with. And that is a reinforced hull. Now, ship class retired. Oh, that's a very pretty looking notification icon. Ha! Okay, well, let's get over to Ship Designer and see what Sarajevo was. It was a troop transport, wasn't it? I think it was a troop transport. See, because now it's the Minutemen. Which is, I mean, fine. It really doesn't make much of a difference for me. But it is, you know, visually it makes a difference, so I like that. And I definitely appreciate that. Shield damage, ship weapons, right? Let's give it tactical and... low profile signature stealth hull. There we go. Torpedo, phase cannon, and shuttle pod wings. Save. There we go. So that's the Minuteman. Is there anything else that I should be thinking about? There is the Emrit class. Or Emmet class, sorry. Did I say Emrit? Emmet class. Let's give it better thrusters. Why didn't it upgrade to shields, or at least... Polarized hull plating, because it costs deuterium, and I don't have deuterium, probably. Give it basic shields. Type 3 interspecies crew. I love how the interspecies crew is just better. It's like hull, armor, and shields versus just hull, but it does take more crew, but yeah. I might actually want to change the crews on all of the ships. Which sounds horribly expensive, I'm aware. Let's upgrade the Franklin too. Yeah, this one already oh, yeah, that one has it. Oh, I don't get the interspecies crew on light cruisers, apparently. Engineering console. Impulse, shields. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to... I mean, I set these to auto-upgrade. They didn't auto-upgrade particularly well. It's fine, though. It's one of my favorite bits of the game. So what exactly is the difference between all of this? 910 armor versus 1070 shields. Daily regen of 2, daily regen of basically nothing. Yeah, I feel like shields is just better than polarized hull plating. And I mean, lore-wise, they did upgrade from polarized hulls to shields. Flat out, there wasn't any debate about it, so... Yeah, I mean, this isn't bad because it provides more armor than this provides shields, but it costs deuterium, and it costs 2 deuterium. I don't have any, so yeah, we're going with shields. On pretty much all our ships. This has already been done. And then the NX-class flagship. I mean, yeah, I guess science, right? For now, at least. Type 5 titanium hull. Thank you very much. I really should set this to auto upgrade as well. A better impulse thruster. Mind you, it's going to be a little bit less maneuverable, but that's fine. Oh, I still can't. I still can't upgrade this because of the photonic torpedoes, and they contribute like the majority of the firepower of this thing. So, yeah. Actually, what is the difference? 21 versus 50 damage. I feel like this doesn't matter because I can't build these anyway. And if you take a look at... NX-01 refit class, NX class flagship. USS Enterprise NCC-1. Yeah, it's a special design. I mean... Type 5 regenerative shields. That is one heck of a ship. Okay, I mean... okay, I guess, you know, what else can I do? What else can I say, even? Research this project over here, you're going to get there pretty quickly, I'm assuming. And, let's take a look one more time at this. So I guess now I can take a look at the Lexington and determine whether I want the Lexingtons to stay as NX-class ships or Columbia-class refits. So Lexington, NX-class, Columbia-class. Not gonna lie. Hull armor, daily regen. This is hull and armor, daily regen. Also shields, though. Let's put crew bunks just to make it be different, basically. Again, this was introduced in 2161. I'm still behind schedule, which is a little bit frightening, but okay. So let's change this to NX. What is it called, actually? Yeah, so these are the NX class. These are the Columbia class. So we'll just call it Columbia class Explorer. There you go. Okay, and then phase cannons, shuttle pod wing, improved spatial torpedoes, very nice, and another phase cannon of a different size, a light phase cannon. So let's save this. And then, okay, grappler engineering, Rotomia, that's all done. And then let's compare the Lexington to the Columbia. Dare I say it, it's not that big of a difference. Same build time. This one's a little bit cheaper on the energy, a little bit more expensive on the crew. Hull points slightly higher, less armor, but it has shields. Slightly less evasion. It is faster and it does do a little bit more damage. Alright, let's dump the Lexingtons. I mean, it's not a big difference, but it's big enough for me to be like, yeah, let's dump the Lexingtons. Which also means that we now need to upgrade all our ships for... Well, actually, it's not a lot. I genuinely thought it would cost a fortune, but it doesn't. Okay, cool. The other fleet is going to go over to Bernard Star and upgrade there. Encounter in Melona. There be aliens there, I suppose. Alright. Okay. Well, see, it's been like a lengthy episode, but not much has happened, and yet at the same time it has. We've integrated the Nebulans, so I feel like that's a significant advancement enough to, you know, call it an episode, but at the same time I don't really feel like I've done as much as I could. I'm playing a bit slowly, like a bit too slowly I feel like, and I'm pausing a bit too much. It is kind of my problem, and I do that very often, and I know some people are very annoyed at the way I play Paradox games in general, that I tend to pause constantly. Like, there's no reason to pause while you're doing this, like upgrading the administration center. Except there is. There is, because every minute you spend not upgrading it is detrimental. Every minute that there's unemployment in Struve 23983, it's a waste of the economy, and I'm by no means playing this perfectly and micromanaging everything and stuff like that, but at the same time it's like, you know, feels wrong to just keep playing and wasting money like that when I've noticed something, so try and strike a balance between the two, but I realise that I might not be getting that balance quite right, but yeah, I feel like it's fine. We're not here for action-packed gameplay, we're here for lengthy conversations about nerdy Star Trek lore and stuff like that, you know, it's not, I feel like it doesn't really matter all that much. Okay, why don't you get me a mining network here, because I said I was going to build one a while ago. And then, isn't there, yeah, there's the ruins of Shanghai, which I also need to clear out from Earth. Let's pay for that right now. The Cardassians have rivaled me. Huzzah. How's that a good thing? Influence. I will gain influence from that, and that is Good. Rivalry 0.5. What? Excuse me? Oh, the Cardassians are losing? There we go, just rivaled them. Or rather rivaled them back. Inner light. Ah, this is beautiful. Yeah, we're gonna do this event and then we'll end the video there. This is an event worthy of the whole episode. The Cardassians are losing the war, though. That's kind of sad, if you ask me. But hey, okay. Everything else is, I think, fine and you know, in place, as it were, and all that good stuff. I would like you to build that thing over there. Thank you very much. I know it's across the, you know, the Federation, but take your time. What can I say? Okay, now, Inner Light. One of the finer episodes of Star Trek in general, across everything. The alien probe above Hamal 567, Hamal 7, appears to activate as the ship's sensors sweep over it. A surge in nucleonic particles is detected moments before a nucleonic beam penetrates VSS Kov's hull. The beam is aimed directly at Captain Trishar Failer. Where is this ship of mine? Here it is. Ah, right. Well, actually, young and, well, relatively young and archaeologist and level 3. That's good. This is good. All right. The beam is aimed directly at the captain, and after a moment of dizziness, he falls on the floor unconscious. The executive officer orders red alert as a medical team rushes to the bridge. The chief medical officer quickly realizes that the captain is in fact in a deep REM sleep cycle, only accelerated many orders of magnitude faster than normal. Shields up.
Technology discovered.
The chief medical officer argues that cutting off the beam may endanger the captain, and cautions that a more gradual reduction in intensity could provide better data to retrieve him. The tactical officer counters that VSS Kov is under attack, and that the other officers could be incapacitated at any moment if the beam is allowed to continue. Okay, let's reverse thrusters slowly. The VSS Kov backs away from the probe, but even at full impulse it manages to keep up a steadily relative position while continuing to fire the nucleonic beam at the captain's forehead. That's not what it says, but that's kind of what it's doing, and I think it's a bit funny way of interpreting how this is going. Okay, well, none of the other officers are in danger, so let's just hold position. Continue to monitor the captain. This is relevant. Let's just continue to monitor the captain. And here we go. Inner light. After several more minutes, the probe finally turns off its nucleonic beam. Captain Trishar Failer slowly comes to, surrounded by medical staff. The captain looks around as if seeing the bridge for the first time, reciting the names of crew members as if they were distant memories. The crew explains to him what happened, and he is stunned that he was asleep for less than half an hour. Captain Trishar Failer explains that he has experienced an entire lifetime of memories, living in what appears to have been simulation, living in what appears to have been a simulation of life on a long dead planet. The captain orders the probe to be locked on with the grappler and brought into the cargo bay for further study. An examination of the probe finds an age-old flute, which seems to have special meaning for the captain. The captain gains, or Trishar Failer gains, second life, granting the following: leader experience plus 75% and 1,500 points, but very importantly, the Rasikian flute. Our very first and very own artifact. Now, first of all, I completely forget to buy. Whoops. Never mind. I mean, it's a zero cost gain, right? I've basically done nothing, but I really wanted to buy them, not sell them again. Never mind. Minor artifacts are not that important. The bigger ones, like this one, are. So let's activate it, and let's see what this has to say. So you can notice that when I go over to the I had to let you listen to that and hear it out, because it is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Let me just do away with research and stuff like that, and then I'll get back to it. So it's called Tactical Hollow Theatre. Tactical. Alright. Let me get back to it. If we go over to, I think it's not in Influence, it's in Unity and then Relics, right? There you go. You notice that to activate it costs 10 Unity, and then when you click here you get 30 back. So it's actually like you gain a little bit of Unity from it. It doesn't have a passive effect, unfortunately. I would have liked like maybe a little bit of Unity as a passive effect. Even 1 Unity, just to have a reason to occasionally look at it, but hey. This, though, is the thing. So, the point of the entire event. Well, that and the fact that it's a beautiful episode, but we'll get to that right here, so that's what I mean. The flute found within the Rasikian probe transformed the life of the crew member who found it and experienced a second lifetime within its grasp. It is a sign of remembrance of people long gone. The relic is also a tribute to Peter Allen Fields, who co-wrote the episode, and as a thank you for crediting such a wonderful episode. There you go. That's it. It really is beautiful. You need to see the whole episode, obviously, to get a full appreciation for it, but you get the sort of gist and the TLDR of it. It's quite special. It really is, and I really like it. So yeah, there we go. It's one of those that really sticks with you, and it's really, really memorable, right? That's one of those episodes that you're never gonna forget. Once you've seen it once, like that's it. Anywho, let's get to upgrading these ships and pro diplomatic envoy, and I think we're gonna call it here. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Like, subscribe, download if you enjoyed the video, and we'll stay tuned with the rest of the content that I produce on the channel. We're doing fine, you know. We're slowly, you know, expanding and all of that. We're gonna eventually come to integrate the Deltan Union. We're probably gonna, I think, relatively soon we're gonna have our first war with someone. Unfortunately, the Cardassians are gonna lose this war, which is well, actually, no, they're not. Are they? Who's winning here? That's really difficult to determine. Defender of 6... Yeah, it's honestly, it's back and forth, because the Cardassians have occupied all of this, but the Zenkathi have occupied stuff down here and over there. The trading territory, basically. That's interesting. Okay, never mind. I will see you all next time. Have fun, take care, and bye-bye.